Have any of you guys noticed that sometimes your videos don't get nearly as many views as the number of subscribers you have? Well, today we're going to talk about why that is and how you can start to change that a little bit. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Thursday, which means it's time for some YouTube Q&A. Dreamflight 6000 wrote and asked this. I have 7,000 subscribers, but only about 1,000 of them actually watch my videos. Any tips? That's actually not a bad ratio in my experience. Having 1 out of every 7 subscribers watching your videos regularly is pretty good, because you have to remember that not all of your subscribers are logging into YouTube every day or even every week for that matter. Sometimes a subscriber will find you in passing, kind of like you, they'll subscribe to see more, but it might be like another month or so before they log back in again to check some of your videos, and then they'll watch like the video that's at the top of their subscription feed from you at that point, but they missed maybe your past 2 videos. And so because of that, my number 1 advice for you is to make sure you're doing all you can to engage with those viewers off of YouTube. That means having them follow you on Twitter, on Instagram, circling you on Google+, or subscribing to your public updates on Facebook. They are more likely to be in those other places, and if you can have more connection points outside of YouTube with them, you are more likely to be able to entice them back onto your turf and watch another one of your videos. Now, one of the best things that's worked for me here at Video Creators is being very intentional about building my email list. Maybe you noticed at the end of each of my videos, in my little outro slate, I have a little section that just kind of features my free ebook, The Secret to Building Your YouTube Audience, and it uses an annotation that they can click on to go back to my website. They get that ebook delivered to them automatically, and then I will continue to send them an update about once a week, sometimes 2 weeks, where I'll send like some exclusive content along with the top couple videos that I've done recently. And then again, that is another contact point for them to go check out those videos in case they missed them. So I highly recommend you build that email list and think of some sort of incentive that you could give away and provide to new subscribers in order to sign up for that list. I think that is really effective. Now, another thing to consider here is if you actually have like a really high number of subscribers and you're getting a relatively low number of views, in that case, I would suggest that you have a lot of people who are seeing your videos, a lot of subscribers, and they're just skipping over them in your subscription feed and they're not enticed to click. So what that shows me is that this channel is proposing some sort of value that they are not following up on. And the people who subscribe because they thought they were getting one thing, but they actually ended up getting something else. And so if that's you, I would consider, am I delivering on the value that I say I'm going to deliver, and am I doing that consistently in every video? And if you feel like you already are delivering that value as best as you can, well then it might be time for you to actually talk to your audience and ask them very frankly and openly and honestly, and you'll get a lot of positive feedback about your content from the people who are watching you every single time. But it's really hard to really tap into that other 100,000 subscribers who aren't actually watching you now. But doing everything you can to solicit feedback from them is very, very important. There's a lot more we could say about this. We could probably turn it into like an hour-long, 2-hour-long discussion, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below about how you would answer Dreamflight 6000's question. Give her your best feedback, tips, and advice for what she's experiencing. The rest of you guys, if this is your question too, make sure you go down there and read what everyone else is suggesting for her and ultimately for you as well. So thank you for hanging out with us, guys. If this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe every what is today? Thursday. We do YouTube Q&A just like this for you guys. On Tuesdays, we take a look at online video news, talk about the implications it has for us as creators. And then on Wednesdays, to give you guys some YouTube tips and advice, ideas, and suggestions just to help you guys out with your channels, because I really do believe that a lot of you guys have messages that could change the world and influence a lot of people's lives if those people could just hear and find you and hear what you have to say. So thank you for letting me be a part of you guys growing your channels and connecting those people with your content. Subscribe, and I will see you guys again next week. Bye.